are you doing now that you've had some time to digest?
We're finally settling down. The trial was hard. There's things that we saw that you can't unsee. And there's things that we heard that's hard to unhear. But I think that the verdict helped it all out. And it was a verdict that Kay and I, in our hearts, knew that was a true, honest, and righteous verdict. And it's been hard on us. 4 years have been hard. We've had a roller coaster ride, and at times it's been very difficult, but the verdict was a good verdict.
You know, 6 guilty verdicts across the board, Kay. You couldn't have hoped for more.
No.
Did it make you feel different? Did it help soothe any of the pain that you've been going through?
Mostly, it was just a huge relief. It was a huge relief, and the fact that, I mean, all the way across the board, 6 guilties, we were worried that it was the conspiracy to kill Tammy wasn't going to happen, because I don't know, I just felt like they were lacking there. But I mean, when they read the first verdict, you know, guilty, and then I was like, okay, I can take a breath. I can take a breath now, and then the second one, and then the third one, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. So, but yeah, it's been a relief, and we feel lighter since. But again, it's been, what's it been, like a week and a half now?
Week and a half, that's it.
And we've been busy this whole week and a half, so, but once we get back home, we still got some digesting to do.
You know, when you're in that courtroom, people who haven't been in courtrooms before or lived your experience, it's very unique what you've been through. I imagine you looking at the jurors all the time, wondering, beseeching that they can connect with you. Is it like that? Tell me, like, Larry, what was your experience in that room for 6 weeks with those anonymous jurors?
In paying attention to the jurors, and there's 2 things that I was very focused on. Obviously, the first thing was Lori. I wanted to see any changes that she was going to put forth, and then the second thing was I wanted to focus on the jurors. And I can honestly say, having been in business as long as I've been in business and having been in court a few times, the one thing that you want to do is, I've always said since it started, just give me a good jury that's going to listen to all the evidence, make the right choice. And I can honestly say, the jury was amazing. They were absolutely amazing.
Did you get a chance to talk to them after the trial?
Actually, Nate Eaton reached out to me, and he interviewed one of the jurors, and he asked if he could give him my number because he asked for it. And I said, absolutely, give it whoever, any of the jury, please, we would love to talk to them. And so since then, we've had 3 reach out to us, and it's gratifying to be able to tell them thank you, number one, and to just to listen to them describe their story.
What'd they tell you?
And just that it just how just little nuances that happen throughout, that little things that each one have kind of said differently, but like when they really knew she was guilty and how she would react to certain questions or answers that a witness would be given, and they watched her a lot.
So did each juror have a different moment where it all turned for them, or was there something that they all hung on as well and said, that's it?
Well, the three I've spoken with, they kind of each gave separate little, stories, but overall, I mean, it was a tidal wave of evidence. And
Were they emotional when they spoke with you?
Oh, yes.
yes.
You know, saying that you've known Lori since 2005, the Lori you knew then versus the Lori you see now, compare.
Different person.
It's a different person. Yeah.
I just, over the years, I started noticing in 2017 just a couple of things she had said to me, but Larry told me in 2017, something's wrong here, something's going on here. But Charles never said a word about it. And so we didn't want to pry. But then 2018, when my mother died, February, she didn't show up for the funeral with Charles. And I was greatly insulted with that because
Absolutely.
that's not what you do. You go for your in-laws' funerals. I mean, that's a respect for your husband. You know, his mother died, and she didn't show up. She quit showing up. The Lori we knew just stopped showing up.
What did you make of the Lori who presented in that courtroom? I mean, it was hard to see her perfectly from your vantage point, but what you did see, what did you think?
She never looked at me. She would look over, but she never, as many times I would be staring her down and just looking at her. If she looked over, she would just kind of glance over, and she just wouldn't lock eyes with me. She did with Larry a few times, but not with me.
When that happened, what was it like?
Well,
It was actually fulfilling.
yeah.
You know, as I said just a minute ago, I went there to see Lori, to try to understand. You can't understand this. You can't make sense of it. Lori knew all along. All she had to do was pick up the phone and call, and look, we'd have been there within hours to get JJ, to get Tylee. And to sit there and watch her, it wasn't like the same person. It truly wasn't. I don't know how far down that rabbit hole she went. Apparently she's gone down really deep, and I don't understand her. And I'm not interested in trying to understand her at this point. You know, we've got a sentencing coming up here pretty quick.
Will you travel for the sentencing?
Absolutely. We have not missed literally anything.
Well, I mean, if we could, there's a few trips we could make.
Well, I mean, for a 15
whatever
minute,
reasons, but in the last 3 years, yeah.
And nobody was allowed into court. So, you know, it's watching her was so different because I've seen the other side of Lori. Kay and I have. I mean, we've seen
the charming,
wonderful side of Lori, the side of Lori that cared for JJ and cared for Tylee and loved Charles, and Charles loved her to a fault that it killed him.
What would be justice when you go for sentencing?
A righteous justice. You know, we were so angry for the first 2 or 3 years, and we've been angry. JJ didn't deserve that. He didn't deserve that. Tylee didn't deserve that. Tammy didn't deserve it. And Charles, most of all, didn't deserve this. And there's other people that we hope one day is uncovered and justice is served. But you know, it's hard.
I mean, life no parole is as bad as it gets, except for death penalty, and death penalty's off the table.
Right.
So do you expect there'll be anything less than life no parole?
I hope that there's 5 of them, one for each of the murder and
Yep.
conspiracy to commit murder counts, and then whatever for the Social Security fraud. Yeah, I want her to have 5 life sentences,
Yeah.
but
And
not concurrently, consecutively.
consecutively. Yeah.
She won't live past the first one.
For good measure.
Yeah.
Charles was your brother, and that trial is ahead.
Yes.
Do you have the fortitude? Do you feel as though you're stronger now and that you can handle this as well? Give me the outlook for the trial of your brother Charles.
I'm as gung-ho for his as I was for this one with Lori. I'm ready. We'll be there. We will be there. You'll see us all over the place in Arizona.
Yeah.
We will be there. No doubt.
You know, I think the next trial is, I think the next trial will be a little bit easier on us.
Yeah.
I do believe that. And I hope that it's another righteous, proper sentence, guilty
Verdict.
plea, verdict. Yeah. And I just feel like that at some point we're trying to get past this. There's not a moment when we talk about this and we start talking about JJ and how much he meant to me. You know, we've got 6 wonderful kids. We've got 16 grandkids. We've got 8 great-grandkids. But our grandchildren are just so, they're little perfect grandchildren, you know? I mean, God, we love them and they love us, and their parents are just amazing. But JJ was the only special needs child that I was around. I didn't know what to do initially, but then the moment that I wrapped him in my house coat the night we got him, and he was just restless, and you know, and I let him lay on my chest, and he started relaxing and breathing, and I was breathing in his little face, and I just wrapped him tight, and I just fell in love with him. And it was a different type. It was a different type of love.
Yeah.
It was.
I wish I'd known JJ and Tylee.
He was amazing.
I have only one way to try to get familiar, and it was that incredible video where he was doing karaoke. And he seemed really delightful, and it made me wonder what your last moment was with him, Kay.
It was in May 19th of 2019. It was our last time we saw him and Charles alive at our home. Charles brought him for the weekend. We had gave him a birthday party, it was a week early for his birthday party. We had him one at the pizza place in town, and invited his little cousins and friends, and he had a blast. And then the next day, he and Charles left to go back to Houston, and it was, you know, it just never thought we'd never see him again, never thought.
Well, you never think of those things. I mean, that's not even
how could you
a thought. Yeah.
You can't.
Do you even want to go to Chad's trial?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I want to go to his
I want
trial.
him to see us there every single day, just like Lori did. Absolutely.
You'll do it all over again.
He will see us sitting in probably the same seats as we sat in. We're going to be there. And there's no hesitation on anybody's part, on our part. It's going to happen. all we, it all started about where the kids, where the kids, where the kids. That's all we wanted. We didn't ask for this. But on the other hand, as a grandparent, who wouldn't do this?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't imagine having grandchildren and going through what we've gone through, not being angry, not caring, and not wanting to be there for your grandchildren.
When we began speaking years ago, you mentioned to me that you had a special plan to bring those kids home and memorialize them at your home.
Right.
What is that plan?
You know, Ashley, we had a bad hurricane 3 years ago, and it basically destroyed our home that we were living in, the home JJ was in. And we've got some big, beautiful oak trees, southern oaks, around our home. And there's not a day, and I go out just about every day to that home, even though we're not living in it. And I sit there sometime in the evening time under those oak trees, and I can feel JJ. I can hear him almost. And the hardest part of all of this is that we have not been able to do a proper burial for those children. And that's got to end. We're hoping that the court will see in the near future to allow us to bring the children home and have a proper burial. And
Under those oak trees?
we're going to do something under the oak trees, because I'm sure you've heard the song "We Will Rock You" and
By Queen.
yeah, by Queen. And JJ would sit out there on the concrete besides my truck, and he had a chair, and he had a 5-gallon bucket and some pots, and he would set up his drums.
Drumsticks.
Well,
that
his
got out of my
drumsticks
utensil
were
drawer.
our spoons, out of our wooden spoons. And he would sit out there, and he would set his little buddies up and his in their chairs. And then he would start singing for them and playing the drums.
Then he would, when he was done, he would go like they were cheering,
Yeah.
and he'd go up to them and high five
Yeah.
them. His little stuffed animals. It was so cute.
Gave them a concert.
And,
It's a special
and
place.
It is.
It is.
Thank you for doing this.
Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for making the trip. And thank you for just being always being so wonderful to us. We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.